conditions in Jamaica are far more brutal than I could have imagined. Many children are scalded to death by molten lava. Others die of exhaustion or roll into the fires in their sleep. The result in the morning is a few pounds of pure, refined sugar.
Of the 11 million Africans brought to the Americas as slaves, over half worked in the sugar plantations, giving their lives to produce what the Europeans called white gold, or sugar. Though this slave trade has long been abolished, in modern days we're facing a new type of sugar slavery. And this time, it's the consumers, not the producers, who are enslaved. Now, before you all write me off as just another crazy health nut, let me introduce myself. My name is Mallory Reese, and I'm a self-diagnosed sugar addict. My drugs of choice, baked goods and exotic chocolate. I love sugar. But in January of this year, I got talked into doing a month-long sugar fast. And I was amazed by the results. Not only did my pants fit better, my acne cleared up, and my chronic insomnia all but disappeared. And more than just my physical appearance, I all around felt better, healthier, and stronger. Since then, I've done a little research, and today I'd like to share with all of you some of the dangers of a diet high in sugar, as well as propose some practical solutions to help you move towards a healthier lifestyle. In doing this, I'm not suggesting you all swear off BYU brownies, you become hermits, you stop going to Institute and FHE for fear of tempting sweet treats and never get married. What I am suggesting is that we become more mindful and aware of the foods we choose to put into our bodies. So, why do I believe that we're enslaved by sugar in the first place? The World Health Organization suggests that we consume around 6 teaspoons or 24 grams of sugar a day. But what does the average American actually consume? Over 22 teaspoons. That's 88 grams of sugar a day. And what does this look like over the course of a year? What should be 4 5-pound bags of sugar turns into 14 5-pound bags of sugar. And where is all this sugar coming from? I'm just going to take a wild guess and assume that it's not because Americans are eating more apples. In fact, pediatric endocrinologist Robert Lustig says that of the 600,000 food items sold in American grocery stores, over 80% contain added sugars. To illustrate this point, I've compared many common pantry staples to one of my favorite sweet treats, a Krispy Kreme donut, which contains about 10 grams of sugar. So, in one serving of Prego spaghetti sauce, there's the equivalent, 10 grams of sugar. In this Lean Cuisine frozen dinner, 17 grams of sugar. 1 cup of strawberry Yoplait Greek yogurt, 18 grams of sugar. 1 serving of Raisin Bran Crunch, 19 grams of sugar. And perhaps most surprising is the Power Bar. Something you might eat after a hard workout, contains 22 grams of sugar, none of these naturally occurring. But why is this a problem in the first place? Doesn't a spoonful of sugar help the medicine go down? Science suggests that's not necessarily the case. We all know that sugar causes cavities and has been linked to obesity, but it has many other not-so-sweet consequences. In 2014, the Journal of the American Medical Association published a study which suggested individuals who ate diets high in sugar were more than twice as likely to die from heart disease, the #1 killer worldwide. And to add to the list, researchers from Princeton University found that consuming large amounts of sugar may become as addicting as drugs like heroin or cocaine. Because of these toxic, even deadly consequences, some believe the government should step in and regulate our sugar consumption. In fact, just this past year in Berkeley, California, the first soda tax was passed. But today, I don't want to focus on government policy. Just as the abolition of the original slave trade began with individuals, so does the modern war on sugar begin with each of you. So what can you do? It may seem way too simple, but one of the best ways to stop being a slave to sugar is to take just a split second and read the nutrition labels. The Harvard School of Public Health recommends we avoid consuming foods where sugar is one of the first 2 ingredients. Additionally, we should keep in mind these 2 principles. First, it's not requisite that a man runs faster than he has strength to do so. Don't try and overhaul your diet overnight because it won't work. Instead, make 1 or 2 changes, even if that simply means trading out your morning cereal for a less sugary option. And second, exercise moderation in all things. It is okay, even recommended, to occasionally indulge in a sweet treat. This is the true key to a healthy diet. Now, in conclusion, it's true that reducing our sugar intake will be difficult. It's going to require self-discipline and persistence. But if we as individuals and as a society don't begin now to control what we're putting into our bodies, specifically sugar, we may find that this modern slave trade has become more deadly than the first. Thank you.